Hi, today we are going to discuss about valence bond theory in the unit 1. The thumb rule in chemical bonding is octet rule. This rule states that all the atoms likes to have 8 electrons in the valence shell. Atoms that have 8 electrons in the valence shell are considered as stable and non-reactive. They are otherwise called as noble gas. So in the valence bond theory, first we are going to discuss Lewis structures. This structure shows only valence electrons. Here we are consider sodium and beryllium. First, we'll take sodium. The atomic number of sodium is 11. The electronic configuration of sodium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. So only one electron is there in the outermost shell. So the Lewis structure of sodium is written as Na dot. Next we will take beryllium. The atomic number of beryllium is 4. The electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2. So there are 2 electrons in the outermost shell. So the Lewis structure for beryllium can be written as Be2 dot. We can also write the Lewis structures of ammonia and methane. For molecules also we can write. If we take ammonia molecule, the nitrogen has an atomic number of 7. The electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. There are 5 electrons in the valence shell. In order to attain noble gas configuration, it has to have 3 more electrons, and the 3 more electrons is contributed by the 3 hydrogen atoms. So here the dot is for nitrogen electron and X is for hydrogen electrons. So this is the Lewis structure of ammonia. And now the next one is methane molecule. Here the central atom is carbon. The atomic number for carbon is 6 and the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. There are 4 electrons in the valence orbital. Here the black dot is for carbon. So there are 4 black dots in the carbon. In order to attain the noble gas configuration, that is the 8 electron in the valence shell, it is to have the remaining 4 electrons. So these 4 electrons are given by the other 4 hydrogen, and the hydrogen electrons here is differentiated in the red color. Next, the postulates of valence band theory. So in the valence band theory, they clearly explain the formation of sigma bond and pi bond formation. For the formation of covalent bond, 2 combining atoms must come closer to each other so that the orbitals overlap with that of other. Overlapping of orbitals must have 2 electrons. One is unpaired electrons and the other one is antispin electrons. Due to the overlapping, a new localized bond orbital is formed, in which the probability of finding electron pair is maximum. Greater the extent of overlapping, more will be the attraction. Greater the overlapping, lesser the bond length. These are some of the postulates of VB theory. And in that, as I already told, they clearly explain about covalent bonds. The covalent bonds can be classified into 2 different categories depending upon the types of overlapping. They are sigma covalent bond and pi covalent bond. First one is sigma covalent bond. It is formed by the axial overlapping of orbital atomic orbitals. There can be three different types of axial overlap among s and p orbitals. One is ss overlap, the other one is sp overlap, the third one is pp overlap. The sp overlap, it involves mutual overlap of orbital s orbitals of atoms approaching to form a bond. The bond formed is called SS sigma bond. Here the example given is hydrogen. And here one electron from one hydrogen and the other electron from other hydrogen axially overlaps and forming SS sigma bond. The second one is sp overlap. It involves the mutual overlap of orbital s orbital of one atom with the orbital p orbital of other. The bond so formed is called sp sigma bond. The example here is HF. Here the 1s electron comes from hydrogen and the other electron come from 2px of fluorine atoms. They axially overlaps and form sp sigma bond. The third type of overlap is pp overlap. It involves mutual overlap of orbital p orbitals of two atoms. The bond formed is called pp sigma bond. The example given here is fluorine. One electron come from 2px orbital and the other electron come from other 2px of other fluorine atom and they axially overlaps and form pp sigma bond. Next, pi bond formation. The bond formed as a result of sidewise overlapping of pp orbitals is known as pi bond. In this case, the electron density also concentrate between the atoms, but on the other side, the line joining of atoms. Here, they have given the formation of pi bond and nitrogen molecules. So we know between two nitrogens, there are three bonds. One is a sigma bond and the other two are pi bonds. The sigma bond is formed between two nitrogen atoms is pp sigma bond. That is, two electrons coming from 2px orbitals are axially overlaps and forms sigma bond, and the other two pi orbitals are formed by the sidewise overlapping of two py orbitals and 2pz orbitals leads to the formation of two pi bonds in nitrogen molecule. Next, the formation of bonds in ethane molecule. In ethane molecule, there are two carbon atoms and 6 hydrogen atoms are there. In this, the bond formed between two carbon atoms or sigma bond, and the bond formed between carbon and hydrogen is also a sigma bond. The two sigma bonds, one is sp sigma bond and the other one is pp sigma bond. That is, the pp sigma bond is formed between two carbon atoms and the sp sigma bond is formed between carbon and hydrogen. Next, in the formation of ethylene molecule, there are two carbon atoms are there and 4 hydrogen atoms are there in ethylene. In that, one sigma bond and the other one is pi bond. The sigma bond is formed between two carbon atoms or pp overlap. pp overlapping of two carbon atoms, that is px orbital of one carbon atom and px orbital of another carbon atom overlaps and forms pp sigma bond, and in the other way, and the other bond is a pi bond, and it is formed by the sidewise overlapping of two py orbitals of two carbon atoms. And the other type of sigma bond is also there between carbon and hydrogen. Next, formation of ethylene molecule, and here the formula is C2H2. There are two carbon atoms and two hydrogen atoms. Here you can able to see three different bonds, three bonds between carbon and carbon. Here, and in that one is a sigma bond and the other two is pi bond. So the sigma bond between carbon and carbon is formed by overlapping of px orbital of carbon, and the pi bond is formed between two carbon atoms is sidewise overlapping of px and py orbitals of two different carbon atoms. And the bond between carbon and hydrogen is sp overlap. So these are some of the assessment questions you can expect in this topic, and at last you can gain knowledge on the formation of sigma and pi bonds with the help of BB theory. Thank you.